I got a bit distracted today, and I might record later on an Illusion of Sky video, so it will be uploaded, if not very late in the evening or night tomorrow morning. I got denied OSAP, which for those of you who don't live in Ontario, it's pretty much a government student loan, so I'm not going to be going back to school as soon as I saw. The reason I got denied is my credit rating is just piss poor. I knew it was below average, but I didn't know it was this bad, and the reason being that for the past few years I just pretty much have not had any credit aside from my phone bill and my gym membership. So, I am in a credit rebuilding program, which is pretty much a fancy way of saying I am in a secured savings loan. I pay off X amount of money a month, and in 3 years, I get X amount of money back. It's kind of a scam as far as I can tell, but it's a scam that can work in my favor. And it is a way to rebuild your credit, though you end up paying out significantly more money to the financial company than what you get back, and you only get it back after 3 years. But in 3 years' time, they will give me more than enough money to afford first and last month's rent, so I will move out then and not in spring like I was hoping to. Also, and just in an attempt to rebuild my credit once again, I did something I tend to avoid and got a new gaming laptop on credit through MDG. So I just got off the phone with them dealing with bank verification, order verification, shit like that. And when my first payment of $49 goes through end of the month, well, then my new laptop is shipped and I'll be paying about $49 to $50 a month every 2 weeks for way too long than I want to pay. But hey, it's a way to rebuild my credit. And I get a free laptop out of it versus the end of 3 years, $17.50 or whatever amount that I get through Refresh Financial. Coffee! The first couple of months of doing this, I am going to be counting every penny and just will not be able to afford any luxuries at all until I manage to repay what debt I have coming out every month and get rid of that, and then I will be just paying off the MDG, the phone bill, which I am behind on, but it's not canceled. I'm just a month behind on it due to, my unfortunateness. I broke my TV, so I bought a new one, and that's why I didn't pay my phone bill last month. Then it'll just be pay off the remainder of my phone bill, which is not canceled. I am paying it off. I would pay off the secured savings loan, which rebuilds my credit. I can check my credit score for free once I officially become a customer, which will be end of the month when I make my first payment. I pay off the less than $50 bi-weekly of MDG, and that will rebuild my credit. And who knows, maybe in a couple of years' time, once I have this history of making these payments on time, plus the history of my gym membership, that goes to my credit, and my cell phone, which I know goes to my credit, well, then maybe I can reapply for school and be granted OSAP because, well, I'm not exactly dirt poor, but I'm poor. I can't exactly go to school just on the money I make alone. I make a very small amount of money. I don't have, like, I have work, but it's by no means a real job. It's very hard for me to find a real job because well, for one, I'm of that age and experience level where the jobs that are usually offered I have too much experience for, and so they won't hire me for that, but I don't have enough experience in a supervisory or management position to be able to find a job for that. Fun. Also, the few times I have gone into an interview, even when I don't put my 8th House Publishing part of my career on my resume, well, they look into my job history, realize, hey, I'm working for 8th House Publishing, and they realize, oh shit, he's about to release a book soon, and that means he's probably not going to be working for us if his book becomes a commercial success, which it should, but let's be honest, just because it should doesn't mean it will. So that makes finding a job, even in a position that I should be pretty much guaranteed to find a job in, well, I'm just too much of a risk for them. They're looking for someone who is going to be there working for a while and not in just for a year, though with the way my editing's going, it's going to be closer to 4 years, but even with that, they want to hire for someone who's going to be working there 10, 15, 20 years, not someone who is going to be working there 4 years, possibly working their way up, getting promoted, and then, okay, my book's a success, my publisher's taking me on a book tour, see you everyone, have a nice time. It's pretty much confirmed my career as a starving artist, and that's pretty much what I am right now. A starving artist who happens to be a writer and not a painter or a drawer or any form of art, whether it be music or art or what have you. Starving artist looking for his big break. Everybody thinks this is a romantic life to have. It's only romantic in fiction. It's a terrible life to live. But who knows, maybe in a couple of years when my book does get ready to go on shelves and my publisher, who I know has put people on the Ellen DeGeneres show for some of their works of literature, well, maybe, I don't know, I don't think Ellen will have me on just simply because my book is just too controversial, but maybe I'll go on Bill Maher or some more offensive late night show have my 15 minutes of fame, make my money, and then be forgotten but not gone. Hopefully, I will make enough money to maybe not to at least be financially stable. Obviously, I want to sell as many books as possible. I want to sell 10 million copies, 2 million copies, 100 million copies, what have you, but, well, it might just due to the controversial nature of it, but even if I just make enough to afford a studio apartment and be able to feed myself and have some luxury items like going out to a place to eat, whether it be a sit-down restaurant or even just pita pit, and being able to afford my occasional cigar and my pipe tobacco. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Being able to afford the video games that I want to play and not what Vince Dale sends me to pay to play. That'd be nice. But that's a long way to go, and right now it's just pretty much nothing more than a very overglorified pipe dream that I hope becomes reality. It certainly has potential to become reality, but, well, let's be honest, I'm biased. It's the reality I want, so of course I'm going to be biased. Anyways, well, good news, I'm at least being able to rebuild my credit while also getting a significantly better gaming laptop in the near future, so yeah. That's the position I'm in now. Take care, everybody, and bye.